Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're traveling back in time, over 4,600 years ago, to meet a pharaoh who completely changed the game for ancient Egypt. We're talking about Djoser, the second king of the third dynasty. While his name might not be as famous as Tutankhamun or Ramesses the Great, his legacy is literally set in stone and towers over the desert to this day. So, what made Djoser so special? In one word, innovation. Before his reign, pharaohs were buried in relatively simple, flat-top structures called mastabas. They were impressive for their time, but Djoser had grander ambitions for his journey into the afterlife. He wanted something that would reach for the heavens, a permanent monument that would declare his divine status for all eternity. This is where another legendary figure enters the story, Imhotep. He wasn't just an architect. He was a genius, a high priest, a physician, and an engineer. Djoser entrusted Imhotep with his grand vision, and what Imhotep created was nothing short of a revolution. He decided to stack 6 mastabas on top of each other, each one smaller than the one below, creating a series of steps leading towards the sky. The result? The Step Pyramid at Saqqara. This wasn't just a new shape. It was a monumental leap in construction. The Step Pyramid is considered the world's very first large-scale stone building. Think about that for a second. For the first time in history, humans were quarrying and shaping massive blocks of limestone to create a structure on this epic scale. Imhotep didn't just build a tomb. He designed an entire funerary complex. This complex was surrounded by a massive wall and contained temples, courtyards, chapels, and dummy buildings. It was designed to be a perfect, eternal replica of Djoser's royal palace, where his spirit could continue to perform its royal duties in the afterlife. The entire layout was a meticulously planned stage for sacred rituals. The Step Pyramid was more than just a building. It was a powerful statement. Its step design symbolized a stairway to the heavens, allowing the pharaoh's soul to ascend and join the gods among the stars. It was a tangible expression of the growing power of the centralized state and the pharaoh's unique connection to the divine. Djoser and Imhotep's creation laid the foundation for every pyramid that followed. Without the revolutionary Step Pyramid, we might never have seen the magnificent, smooth-sided pyramids at Giza that define ancient Egypt in our minds today. Djoser didn't just build a tomb. He kicked off an architectural and ideological revolution that would last for over 1,000 years. So next time you see a picture of a pyramid, remember the visionary pharaoh who started it all, Djoser, the king who dared to build a stairway to the stars. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from history. See you next time.